Nearly everywhere. Hospitals, schools, prisons, even in your own home.
Yeah, this is scary stuff. We're talking about lead in the drinking water. Well, Pix 11 has spent the past 6 months mapping out every location with a recent history of lead issues, and really the numbers are astonishing.
Pix 11's Christie Duffy now with part 1 of an in-depth look at this crisis. Christie.
Good evening, John and Tamsin. Nearly 200 water systems in New York and New Jersey have been flagged for lead in the last 3 to 4 years. Take a look at this interactive map that we have up on pix11.com right now. In South Jersey, we found Albert Alias, a corrections facility for teen boys. Further in Central Jersey, a nursing home facility in North Jersey. And further north in Westchester, New York, the towns of Tarrytown, Briarcliff Manor, and Pleasantville. Still further upstate, Tri-Form Camp Hill community, a community for the developmentally disabled. Mobile homes, parks, churches, even country clubs. Tonight, we're taking you to one water system that's had lead.
Doug Breslin, his girlfriend, and their 4.5-year-old granddaughter lived together in Brick, New Jersey. Brick's water system was flagged for lead in 2014.
The granddaughter drinks bottled water. You know, the dogs even drink bottled water.
Breslin said his granddaughter has a developmental disorder. The family did not want their granddaughter shown on camera.
She's been diagnosed on the autism spectrum disorder. So our research and our knowledge of autism and dietary intake preclude us from allowing her to drink the water from the MUA the way it's distributed. I'm not saying that that's what causes, but it's certainly an aggravator.
Brick Municipal Utilities Authority posted lead test results of 100 parts per billion in 2014. That's over 6 times the EPA action level of 15 parts per billion.
We were actually shocked. During 2014, we were out of compliance. We spent 2015, we were working to correct our problem. We came into compliance at the end of June 2016.
An expert we interviewed said high levels of lead can affect every system in the body. The CDC says it can cause learning disabilities and behavioral problems in kids.
Pix 11 has identified hospitals, prisons, nursing homes, schools, churches, facilities for the disabled, whole towns and water systems that span across multiple counties.
In the past 6 months, we visited water systems in Mahopac, New York, in Westchester County, including in Pleasantville and Tarrytown, from mobile home parks to inner cities to middle or upper middle class communities. We found water systems with lead problems. Here's what caused the high lead levels in Brick.
We found that chloride in our water source, the Matidaconk River, had doubled between 2005 and 2015 in a 10-year period. It probably was a result of something as innocuous as road salting.
Once in the water system, that road salt or chloride ate away at lead solder, he said. That's the glue used to join together pipes prior to 1987. The lead that falls off can then flow right into your cup. Brick now uses a new chemical to treat the water before it gets to your tap.
We're coming back with some very positive results.
Brick is not unique. Pix 11 spent 6 months reviewing lead and copper data from the Environmental Protection Agency, and by cross-referencing public water systems with locations to create this map, nearly 200 places in New York and New Jersey have seen levels above the EPA's safe standard in the past several years.
I'm not surprised, unfortunately.
Dr. Mark Edwards is known nationwide for his studies of lead in drinking water. He exposed the high levels of lead in Flint, Michigan. He's also now working with the Brick MUA. He calls them an example for other utilities to follow. Brick's water has now been deemed safe.
We've got a newfound appreciation of just how dangerous even lower level lead and water exposure is. And I think most people are taking it much more seriously now than they did before Flint.
Doug Breslin takes it very seriously.
But just because their definition of safe might not meet my criteria for safe.
Especially when you have small kids in the house.
You know, and especially with somebody that has a developmental disorder.
So is there lead in your neighborhood? Well, check out that interactive map. It's up on pix11.com right now. You can zoom right in and get answers. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be taking you inside one of the largest treatment plants in our region. They, too, have been dealing with this lead problem. Tamsin and John?